and welcome back for 2024. Today I'm going to do my annual goal setting video, everything that I want to get done in 2024, and we're going to flesh it out real nice. I've got my MacBook and we're going to split it into quarterly goals because I think this really is the secret to setting goals and achieving them successfully. So I'm going to walk you through how I do it, and we are using Trello, and as you can see I've started mapping out a few things already, but I'm going to share my screen with you and let's get going. By the way, I am filming this on my brand new camera, so if there's anything obvious I've done wrong, please tell me because I am new to this. I've been using my little phone for all my previous videos, so yeah, we're in new territory now. I am so serious about this year if you could not tell. Okay. So you should be able to see my screen now. As you can see here, I have done a little brain dump already of just bits that I know I want to focus on, and then I've gone into a bit more detail with some targets. So what I'm going to do is make these new lists of the quarters in the year. Obviously there are 4 quarters in the year. First quarter is, oh hang on, I'm still getting used to my new Mac. I'm making a right mess of this, right. So the first quarter in the year is January to March. So let's go. Don't need a new one just yet. So as you can see, I've got my brain dump there. Revamp my marbling kits. I really do want to do that because I've actually taken them off my website and off Etsy, so I really want to do that ASAP so I can get them back on. So that's a quarter 1 goal for sure. And to be honest, God, I'm really making a proper mess of this. But the good thing about Trello is that you can go back into them and you can add notes and everything. So it's not just that little card that you see on the board. You can actually add way more detail. Revamp marbling kits. And then in here I'll put a bit more detail. I want to get proper boxes with labels / stickers. And I want to get postal bags for them as well, so I can post it in a postal bag nice and protected, and then the effort that I go to making the branding and the stickers will be nice and protected inside the postal box, if that makes sense. So that's there, and then you can see on here it's tells me that it's got more info there. Better workshop planning, have boxes already made up for each workshop that I do. That also is going to be a priority because, I mean, I may even, that's on my to-do list for this week. Workshop boxes, because I run a lot of workshops now, and all the stuff is just scattered all over the place, and every time I run, like say a marbling workshop, I'm scrambling to get all the bits together, and what I need is just a box with all the stuff in it already, a box for the marbling workshop, a box for like the drawing workshop, and then I can just get that box and leave the house. And obviously they might be like check it over, add a few bits, top it up every now and then, but generally it's going to be ready to go. So that's going to make my life so much easier, and the office upstairs is such a mess because of all the workshops that I'm doing at the minute, so that will help that as well because then I can just stack them on top of each other. Oh, it's going to be so much better. So yeah, like I say, that could be a this week job. Thank you flyers for workshops. That is not really a priority, but it would be nice to have. And really that's only for workshops that I am running as my own brand, whereas a lot of the workshops I've got booked in at the moment are actually for other people and they've just hired me as an artist to come and run a workshop. So I'm representing their brand, so I wouldn't take them then. So I'm going to actually put that in quarter 2 because I might have some more by then, and I have got some. I've applied to do some quite big profile workshops towards the end of the year, so I'll definitely want them then. Just add a bit more detail so I don't forget what I'm on about. So the idea with these is that everyone takes away their workshop items that they've made in a paper bag. So if I can slip in a little flyer that says, hope you enjoyed the workshop, come and find me on social media, my website, etc., then that's just a nice way to sort of round off the exchange, I guess. And so they might come on another one. More tutorials on YouTube. This is a Q1 thing. New strategy. So yeah, this year on YouTube I'm going less studio vlogs, more tutorials and how-tos, because I've noticed that is what you guys seem to be watching the most. They're my most viewed videos, so I'm going to make more content like that. And if you'd like to see anything in particular, please let me know now and I'll work it in, because I really want to make YouTube a lot bigger this year. I just really enjoy doing it, but if I'm not getting paid for it, which I'm currently not because I've not got enough subscribers, then I can't really justify spending the time on it. So I want to focus it down a bit more and hopefully start getting paid. So that's that. New office. That's a Q1. Done. Right. Because if you don't know, just before Christmas we finished doing our new kitchen downstairs. We've been doing the whole house since we moved in 18 months ago. Kitchen was the last thing we did. And now that the kitchen's done, we moved it into a new room. So the old kitchen is still there. So that needs ripping out, and then that's going to become my office, because it's quite a small little room. It's not too small. It was too small for a kitchen, really. So it's going to be my office, which is going to be super nice. And I have so many big plans for it. I've already got all the furniture and everything. I've got a rug, a massive like 2 metre by 3 metre rug rolled up. That's just at the top of the stairs because there's nowhere else to put it. So I really need that doing, and then we can, yes, have a great time. Right, let's move on to my targets now. So I want to get monetized on YouTube. I'm at 230 odd subscribers right now. I've got a way to go. You have to have 1,000 subscribers, but I'm going to be ambitious and I'm going to put this in Q3 because I know people have done it. We all see the videos that are like how I got monetized in 2 months, blah, 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 whatever. And I've been working at this. This is my 3rd year on YouTube now. So, you know, I need it to happen. I've had monetization on YouTube on this annual goal setting video for a couple of years. So, I mean, fingers crossed. And don't forget, these are only goals. So if I don't make them, you know, it's not the end of the world. We'd like to. It helps to be ambitious, I think. I could put that in for not even this year. I could put it in for next year, but then I wouldn't really strive to achieve it, would I? So there we go. Have £5,000 in personal savings. That would be a dream. I'm not sure if I'm going to achieve this. So I'm going to put it in Q4. And the reason is because we've spent so much on doing the house, and we still will spend a bit doing the house, so we've just been absolutely rinsed these past few years. So I'd like to get there, but also because I'm freelance completely now, I'm too scared to put stuff in my savings in case I need it. Not that I can't take it out, but do you know, I'm scared to allocate too much a month. When I was in regular employment, I used to put a set amount in my savings every month. But I'm testing the waters still before I start doing that again. Getting used to like what my new income amount is and stuff like that. So I've not done that yet. So it was a good goal to have 5k in there by the end of the year. That brings me on to solo exhibition. I'd love to do my own exhibition this year. I'm going to put that in Q3. No one wants to be going to an exhibition in Q4. It's too busy. So solo exhibition, then I can work on it during the summer, and Q3 is what? August to, no it's not, it's July to September. So that's a good time. But I need to start chasing venues for that now if I want to make that happen. But I really want to focus on making more work this year, and I only really make work if I have a deadline. So I think I'll try and book that in. Okay, the other thing, book Japan. Now me and my partner have decided, because he turns 30 this year, that we want to go to Japan. And we want to go in August because that's when he gets the most time off work to do it. So really we need to have started booking it by the end of Q1. I'll put book flights, and then here book Japan details, accommodation. If anyone has any tips, by the way, on booking Japan as a holiday, please let me know. Yeah, book Japan details, accommodation. That may even need to be earlier, to be honest. And I'm going to put tickets like for things we want to see, because I've heard that you have to book a lot of them like a couple of months in advance. So that's that. So the other thing is, when we're planning these goals, you can have the gist of it down here in your targets, but then you might split them into multiple sections over here. So for example, have 5k savings. I might actually want to put by Q2 have 3k in savings, so I can like sort of spread it out. One YouTube video a week. I want to be doing that all throughout. So I'm not going to move that into anything. Consistent blog posts. I really want to improve my writing this year. So yeah, I want to do consistent blog posts. So let's put 1 blog post per month in Q1. But then in Q2 we're going to upgrade it to 1 blog post per fortnight, and then by Q3 1 blog post per week. And we'll get into the habit of like just churning it out, I feel, and it'll come quicker in theory as we go on. So that's how I'm going to work that out. 1 email a week, as in email newsletter. Again, I'm going to go a similar strategy here. 1 email newsletter per month, which I really could be more, but I'm just not consistent with that at all. I think I'm going to follow the same strategy here actually. Per fortnight, 1 newsletter per week. I just deleted it. Right. Do an out of town market. Now I have, it depends what I want to classify as out of town, but I have seen a good one in Sheffield, which is about an hour away from me, and the same people also do them in Newcastle, which is a couple of hours away from me. So that would be good. So let's book that in to have done that if before or by Q3. I just want to like broaden my horizons a bit, sort of like expand my audience, because I feel like a lot of my audience, like on social media, not YouTube necessarily, but on Instagram, they're all like really local, which is good when I've got a local like market or workshop on to promote, but also I want to sort of like branch out. And the same again, run out of town workshop further away than East Yorkshire, Northern Lincolnshire, which is the area that I sort of already service with workshops. Now I have applied for doing a workshop in North Yorkshire, which is not that far, but it's more than an hour away where I've applied to do it. And that, if I get that, will be in Q3, so I'm going to put that in there. But if I can get one booked in sooner, that would be good. Although I feel like the further out of town it is, the more planned it will be, and therefore the more notice it will need. And so when I book these things in, really they're only in a short notice, as in like a month or 2 if they're local. So I think this will be my first one of the year. And I've got a couple more that I want to apply for as well, so that'll be good. So that's all the targets I already had written down there. So we've not got much in Q4, but to be honest, in Q4, it's Christmas, you know, you're busy, you're doing things. So that's kind of my time to just focus. And then anything that I've not done in the first 3 quarters of the year will trickle down to there anyway. Because as you can see, you can just drag things across. So if I'm not doing anything in quarter one, I can drag it into quarter two, etc, etc. So it's nice to leave quarter four empty anyway, because you'll naturally get stuff trickling across. So what else do I want to do in quarter one? I mean, my new office is like a whole thing. And I don't really want to make new pieces until I'm in my new office, just because it's going to be so hard. So I'm going to put make new collection of work in quarter two. And then that sort of relates to then doing my exhibition in quarter three, doesn't it? So that makes sense. And I'll have my new office set up by then, so we're good to go. So office, let's add a bit more info here. So I want to rip out the old kitchen, which is like a whole job in itself. And then I want to rewire, because obviously it's wired like a kitchen. There are plug sockets halfway up the walls. I want them to be not halfway up the walls. So that all needs doing. And then it needs painting, decorating, floor needs attention. I've got a rug that's basically as big as the floor, like it's got about this much space at either wall, if that makes sense. So I'm probably just going to, it's all floorboards in our house, so I'm probably just going to sand and stain the floorboards to get them looking nice, and then just put my rug down anyway. And then fill room with office furniture, which, as I mentioned, I have already got. So that's like a process within that sort of goal. Right, what else do I want to do this year? I've got that I want to get monetized on YouTube. I really just need to make more money this year. I know some people don't like hearing that, but that is the gist of it really, isn't it? That's why we're all here, you know, we're all trying to make money and live. And I want to go to Japan, and that's expensive, and I don't just want to go to Japan, I want to go to other places. So yeah, I need to make more money. So getting monetized on YouTube will go some other way. Getting the more workshops booked will go. Making more pieces and selling those. Do you know what I do want to do this month? There's a website called Art Finder, and it's like a marketplace for artists to sell their work. And I've tried setting up my shop on there before, but it's so faffy. It's so faffy. I don't know who designed this upload process, but it's hard. Right, so I sort of started it before Christmas, and I just abandoned it because I was like, I haven't got the patience for this right now. But I'm going to do that. I'm going to set that up because I have a friend, and he sells like consistently on there. He sells pieces on there, so I feel like it would be worth it. So yeah, set that up. And then at least if I'm not making new work yet, I can be selling old bits, clearing some space in my office. So yeah, that's a good one. So I feel like the pillars of my income will be selling pieces, doing workshops and talks. They're kind of like the same thing, events basically. And then hopefully YouTube, and then eventually, hopefully, getting paid somehow from writing, which is why I want to focus on writing this year, because I really enjoy doing it, and it would be nice if I could make something more of it. Whatever that looks like, I'm not 100% sure yet, but yeah, getting somewhere with that. So yeah, it seems quite brief actually compared to my previous years. Shall we have a look at my previous years and get some inspiration? So as you can see, I've got everything here. I've got like my master to-do list, which I'm not going to lie, I don't look at very often. I mean, yeah. But sometimes if I'm stuck for inspo, I'll have a look on there. Right, 2023. Oh, so last year I did actually put a couple of like appointments that I had already booked in. Make more money. Double the income from last year. To be honest, I probably did that because I went full time halfway through last year. So yeah, it had to happen anyway. Travel more. I didn't do bad last year. We went to the Lake District and we went to... No, that's it actually. We went to the Lake District. go anywhere else? Oh, I went to Amsterdam, but not too much, no. So that could be better, but this year could be the one. Become a textile queen, it's an ongoing process. Home runner, yeah. Monetize on YouTube, no. Right, what else? Book a trip for February, March. I did not book a trip. One YouTube video a week. I think I did do that. The blog posts, not so much. I was not consistent with getting commissions last year, but I wasn't really making new pieces. And I feel like what inspires people to be like, oh, please, can you make something for me? Is if they can like see, you know, the usual stuff that you're churning out, I guess. So yeah, that I hope will naturally happen next year, and I might actually come back to 2024 list and put commissions on there. Yeah, and I'd started planning out specifically what home reno we were doing, so start living room, start kitchen. That did work out like that, yeah, so that's quite good. Blog post, no. And then I put like in quarter 5 I want to have 6 commissions this quarter, because it's like the sales quarter, you know, it's Christmas, things are happening. That did happen, 1 workshop talk per month. And when I put that in, I remember thinking that's actually going to be quite hard. But like I said, I went full time, right, in June, so it had to happen. So yeah. Money tasks. Yes, I might do this again actually. So this is like me focusing on what is actually going to get me paid. So teaching, I teach an 8-week course for a local art school for adults. And I'm still doing that, so that's good. Workshops and talks, yes. Commissions, yes. Product sales, yeah. I don't do client appointments anymore. Well, I do, but I don't advertise them. So the people that I've already got, I still do them for. But I don't take on any new people. Selling articles, see, that's what I'm going to do with my writing, like articles about textiles and arts, but I need to work on that still. I can't just go and pitch into people quite yet. Affiliate marketing, I sort of do this now, but I don't really make any money off it. There's a couple of affiliate links in my description sometimes. Like I said, no one ever clicks on them and buys anything, so you know. But it's nice to have it set up for when hopefully I do have a bigger audience that it's ready to go. Digital downloads, I still kind of want to do this because I use a lot of like to-do lists and stuff. So I wanted to make my own. And sell them on Etsy and just have that as like a background income, but I don't know. Right, so let's go back to my 2024 and let's put a commissions goal on this. How many should we put? So there are 3 months in quarter 4. Let's put 6 commissions again because that's 2 a month this quarter. And hopefully we just have consistent commissions. I mean, I'd like 1 a month, but that doesn't seem likely at the minute. So let's start that in quarter 2. When hopefully I'm like showing my work a bit more. And then in quarter 3, especially after I've done maybe my exhibition and got my name out there a bit more, I might get some interest off that. So yeah, so let's go here, and this is the last thing I'm going to do. Oh, bloody hell. Money tasks. God, I'm the worst keyboardist ever. 2024. So how am I going to make money this year? Because I've decided actually as well, every day I'm going to do a task that is specifically going to make me some money in somewhere. So like today I'm going to email some people about delivering a workshop. So that might not necessarily get me paid because they might say, oh, we haven't got any availability at the minute, whatever reason. But at least it's like a step towards getting paid. Whereas doing this YouTube video on my to-do list today is not getting me paid. So this is not a money task. Obviously when I get monetized, then I would put it as a money task, but it's currently not. So teaching, workshops and talks. So money task related to this would be book some in. What else gets me paid this year? Selling pieces. So again, like setting up my art finder shop would be a money task. Booking commissions, similar kind of thing, but I am going to put it as a separate thing because it requires different admin. How else am I making money? That seems like not a lot of things. Let's put product sales, as in kits, etc. when I get them back up and running, because I used to sell them, like not a lot because I just had them on Etsy on my website. Really, I didn't really advertise them, but I used to sell at least one a month, one every couple of weeks in busy times, so it just sort of ticks over in the background and I just have to pack and post. So yeah, but yeah, I want to revamp and maybe bring out some more kits. If you'd like to see a kit off me this year, what would it be? I want to keep it relevant to my brand. I do a lot of workshops for other people, like I've got a few workshops in libraries coming up and I'm doing all kinds of textile crafts because I like to promote textiles in general. So I'm doing like weaving, I could do a dyeing one, a dyeing kit. I'd have to work that out. But yeah, I don't want to just randomly do a weaving kit, or like I'm doing macrame. I don't really want to do a macrame kit because that doesn't really fit my personal brand. They're just things that I like to teach other people in other settings. So yeah, things that are relevant to my brand. I already do the marbling because I marble my own fabrics. I could do dyeing because that's similar to marbling, and I probably will end up dyeing some of my own fabrics this year. I also want to start making my own paper this year. I've done it before, but I want to start doing it again properly. I don't know if I could sell a paper making kit, but I could maybe sell some of the supplies. That's going to be a complicated one because paper making, you need like a whole like paper making frame. It's a whole thing. Anyway, now we're rambling. But yes, I'm going to put that on actually. Start paper making. And then I'm going to put new kits by Q3 ready for Christmas. Paper making, dyeing, etc. If we come up with any more, that will be ideal. So, I feel like we've fleshed out some stuff there, haven't we? So, I thank you very much for joining me. I hope this made sense and wasn't too random. And if you do have any thoughts, any opinions about the quality of my video, remember my new camera, anything that I should be doing this year that you'd like to see, please let me know. Specific tutorials you'd like to see on here, specific kits that you'd like to see, literally anything, any thoughts, put them in the comments. If you want to stick around to see how this year pans out for me, hopefully well, please like this video, please subscribe. I would love you forever if you couldn't help me get my subscriber count up. Not to sound too desperate. Yeah, thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!